I'm Marissa Realty, the creator of Behind the Scenes of Les Miserables. In this video, you'll see footage of all aspects of rehearsals, from singing to staging to the fun stuff we did during breaks. You'll also see interviews with the leads and supporting roles, as well as the seniors, that'll give you a raw, unedited look on what it's like to be in a rehearsal. While Les Miserables is a serious show, our talented cast found a way to make it so much fun to be in. And I hope that you enjoy this video as much as we enjoyed being in the show. Les Miserables will forever be a memory that we all share, and this video's purpose is to remind us all that we're just one big family. So let's roll!
My name is Ravi Sinarayan. I'm in 11th grade, and I will be playing Jean Valjean in this year's production of Les Mis.
I'm Giovanna Troilo. I'm a senior, and my role is Cosette.
I am Max Domancic. I'm a senior, and I play Marius.
My name is Gene Masso. I'm a senior, and I have the role of Javert.
My name is Jamie. I'm in 10th grade, and I'm playing Fontaine.
Hi, I'm Cassie Mateo. I'm a junior, and I play Eponine.
I am Michael Malutinovic. I am a junior, and I am Thenardier, also known as Master of the House.
I'm Marissa Realty. I'm in 12th grade, and I play the role of Madame Thenardier.
I'm Ian Taylor. I am a senior, and I'm Andros.
I'm Olivia Radcliffe, and I'm in 10th grade, and I am Gavroche.
My name is Alexa Knight. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm Little Cosette.
John Powers, I'm a senior, and various ensemble members and dramaturge.
That's a good question, because I still don't know myself. There was a huge feeling of shock. I was very, very surprised, and that type of surprise comes with a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. And I remember initially Max gave me a hug. He was sitting next to me, and it took me about a week to comprehend that it was actually happening. I remember I got in the car with my mom, and I was like, yeah, I'm Jean Valjean. And then everything was normal. I didn't feel any different. I didn't act any different. And then a week later, we got scripts and stuff, and I bawled. I started crying like a baby.
I was really excited. I don't know, I feel like Eponine's a really cool character. She has a lot of depth to her, and it's so different from the role I played last year, so I just figured it would be really interesting.
I was a little disappointed that I didn't get Jean Valjean, but then I thought about it a little bit more, and it hit me that Ravi is actually a more suitable Valjean than I, entirely, and that I was okay with being Marius, and actually it was on my list for characters that I wanted to be.
How do I prepare for rehearsals? Well, I go home, I take a nap, I get up, and I go to rehearsal.
Going home and crying in my pillow for 3 hours.
I don't really need a lot of preparation, I guess. For the voice, mostly, I just channel my inner Russell Crowe and kind of roll with whatever comes out of that.
I nap, and I eat, and that's it.
Well, right before rehearsals, I watch what I'm eating, like I don't eat dairy and stuff, and then I'll drink a lot of water, and I'll warm up at home, and then make sure that I have everything memorized and prepared.
I mean, okay, so a typical rehearsal, we learn our parts, probably go over them a few times because it's hard to pick them up at first. And then we run them a lot, which I really enjoy. I enjoy everything about it, so running through things at rehearsal is just as enjoyable for me as being on stage and performing them. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we do. We learn the music at rehearsals, then we run it. We do staging sometimes too.
I don't think there is such a thing as a typical rehearsal. I mean, if you want to talk about what we accomplish, we either sing and we stage, or we just do one or the other. But I don't know if I would call the experience of a rehearsal typical, because different stuff is always happening, whether someone's doing, Donald Trump impressions, or just some weird one-handed ball game is happening in the back. We always find some new way to entertain ourselves, so it's always just a new experience walking into rehearsal, and you never know what you're walking into.
In the beginning, we really like to get stuff done. We do get stuff done a lot of the time, but if it's one or more lax days in which we're going over and we have some time to spare, we can have fun with each other and everything. Like, we usually make jokes and stuff like that. We all have fun, so that's a real important key of the rehearsal itself, having fun and getting stuff done when we need to.
The Fitness Grand Pacing Test.
I'm being bullied. Story time, I almost died. Not clickbait.
It took a lot of work actually to find out everything I needed to do for the musical. Like there's a lot of history about this, and that spent about 6 hours of my life every Saturday doing that before I went to work. So I don't have a life because of this.
I guess with this role specifically, obviously it's singing all the way through. So working on this role has helped me a lot with diction and clarity and, you know, being more comfortable near the bottom of my range. So it's helped a lot with my vocal style.
I think being in Les Mis so far has taught me more discipline than I've had before, because I've been more dedicated with the role that I have than I have been in previous years and in previous productions.
Oh, do it. Oh, don't take every single thing that's telling you not to do it and put it to the side. Do the musical, because like I said, it seems like it's a lot of work, and it is, but at the same time it's so much fun. And especially if you have other people there with you to enjoy it, that's one way of enjoying it, but even if you do it alone, you'd be surprised the type of journey you take yourself on before the final show happens.
So my advice to someone who is auditioning for next year's musical is, even if you think you're not going to get a role, go for it anyway, because you can really be surprised by the results.
Show up, you're in. Really, anybody who attends the first cast meeting gets in, so if you feel like you want to be in the show, you want to be involved, go ahead. You'll get in. I'll try.
30 seconds or less, okay.
No! Okay, so...
Look down! So there's this guy named Jean Valjean, and he's a prisoner, and he escapes from prison.
Les Mis is about a guy, Jean Valjean, who he gets out of prison.
Okay, so there's a guy who's in prison. Well, he's not really guilty. He didn't really do anything. He gets out, a lot of time passes.
This guy is Jean Valjean. He's a prisoner for like 19 years or something like that.
Okay, Les Mis is some France.
It's really sad. It starts off with this guy, Jean Valjean, right? And he's just like, yo, I'm in prison.
So Jean Valjean is finally getting to leave prison after like 20 years, and Javert is still chasing him because he eventually breaks his parole with Jean Valjean.
It's about Jean Valjean, and he's a slave, and then he becomes the mayor.
But we have British accents, doesn't make too much sense to me.
And then Javert is like, no. And
He stole bread, he got sentenced to more time, thinks it's really kind of not cool.
Alright, so Valjean gets out of jail and Javert's like, hey, be good.
And the guy who was on his parole, like, chases after him.
Heavily music related show. No singing, no dialogue, no nothing. All singing.
And then he gets set free, but he's still on parole, and then he breaks his parole.
Valjean has stolen bread, and he tried to escape prison.
Two people meet, Romeo and Juliet, first encounters, fall in love.
And then he goes around looking for work, can't find work, so he just runs off and loses his name, becomes mayor of a town.
And then he's like, yeah, and then he just leaves prison.
He meets this woman, well, he's the mayor now. He meets this woman and she dies, and he takes care of her kid.
Javert comes back and is like, hey, I found you, Valjean. He's like, no, I need to take care of this kid, so he runs and gets Cosette.
Meanwhile, he becomes the mayor of a town, he changes his whole identity, then he meets this girl Fantine and gets her arrested and fired by accident.
The one gets sent away by her father. The father is all upset, blah, blah, blah. There's a huge war going on, the June Rebellion. June Rebellion happened.
And then he starts living his life, and
then he finds young Cosette from the Thénardiers, and Fantine dies, and he takes young Cosette.
And he goes off and he meets this woman, and this woman's dying of some disease that you don't know about, but you definitely know she's dying.
And then young Cosette grows up, and she's in the rebellion, or no, she's not.
he turns his life around and becomes like a leader in his town, and then he adopts a child or takes in a child for a woman whose dying.
But the cops find out, and now he's being chased by the cops and he's running away with this girl. Some more time passes.
And then there's Marius, and Eponina's in love with him, but
And everyone get killed. Almost everyone gets killed.
And oh my god, I'm like 66% through the time.
And then they're looking for him, and he does some stuff, he does some bad stuff, and then he's the mayor.
And then she dies, so he takes her child from the Thénardiers. It's me.
Javert and Jean Valjean, they're like enemies, it's whatever.
But Eponine's in the rebellion. And then Marius falls in love with Cosette, and then everyone dies. Eponine dies.
Runs back. Revolution's happening behind it. There's nothing he can do about that, so he just kind of runs there.
And then he becomes like the mayor or something, and then he meets his girl Fantine, and like she's sick.
And he helps her out, and then he takes on, how long do I have, 30 seconds?
There's a revolt against the government.
They're all adults now. She falls in love, and now there's a rebellion. All the people are mad, people are shooting each other, and at the end, even more time passes.
And then Fantine, this girl's just like, oh god.
Prison, the bread,
And like all this stuff, so she helps her out, and then he takes in her daughter when she dies.
And then, oh my god, and then 10 years later there's a rebellion, everyone dies in that.
And I get hit on by multiple people. That's about it.
And then he takes the kid, and then
And then all this stuff happens, and then 19 years later, and he has to save the world.
And Cosette and Marius get married, and then Valjean dies.
and then there's like Gavroche meet, and then like
Marius and Cosette fall in love and they get married, and then Valjean dies at the end, and Fantine comes back from heaven and takes her, and then they all end up in the oh my god.
Marius and, what's her name, Eponine fall in love. Not really.
Cosette and Marius are in love, and then Eponine dies because she's sad.
And then her daughter meets this guy Marius, and then they fall in love and get married, and then
Fantine comes back and brings him back, and everything's good.
Everyone dies except the two people who are in love, and it's very touching.
And then Cosette comes in and kills him.
everybody dies.
Those two marry in the end and everyone's dead. That's it.
And then everybody dies.
Everyone dies. Everyone dies.
Someone stole bread, everybody dies.
This is really hard. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh my god.
Oh, Les Mis is probably gonna be the highlight of my senior year, if not one of my favorite things. That actually probably won't top senior trip. I'm sorry, but I love performing.
It's a really difficult musical to do, so it'll probably help my performance and my acting abilities.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's a fantastic show, and I'm hoping there'll be, well, there already are some amazing memories, and I'm only hoping to make more.
The final product is what really counts. So, I mean, being able to work towards something for so long, and then finally seeing the final project, just one of the best things to feel.
It has molded this big clump of self-discipline that I've only seen elsewhere in like marching band that I joined for the first time only this year, and I found a lot of rigorous work and labor that really went towards a greater goal.
Being in a show just makes you feel such a sense of importance that when you suddenly lose it, it's just weird. So I guess to go back to the original question, how did it shape my last year? It's because Les Miserables is where I get all of my positive memories from senior year, most of them anyway, and this will probably be the best experience that I have this year.
What if it comes to become somebody with tears? When you figure out how you lost in the moment you disappear.
You don't have to be afraid to put your dreams in action. You're never gonna afraid to be the main attraction. Not a fantasy. Just remember me when it turns out right. 'Cause you know that if you live.
No. If I fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you.
I can see myself in the camera.
Get me man.
Hi, Marley. Hi.
I'll see what I can do.
Haters everywhere.
Say hi. Max will be me.
Maxie.
Hey.
I'm the shuffle.
Say hello.
I hope you never get any big conversations.
Like that. Hey. Hello. There's a.
It's right there. It's right there. Yeah. It's really crusty, but I think it'll look good from the audience. It'll look blonde. However, I'm not gonna get this off of my Scout for like 6 years. Is that a?
Hey, what's going on?
Yes. Say hello.
I am stressed.
Hi to video.
Say hello.
It's spicy in here.
Hi.
This is my best friend. This is my best friend.
Hi.
Don't move, they freak out.
Oh my God. Hi. Hi. Hey. Say hi. Say hi in French.
Salut.
You hear the people singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in a crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see?
Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past. Red, a world about to dawn. Black, a night that ends at last.
Had you been there tonight, you might know how it feels to be struck to the bone in a moment of breathless delight. Had you been there tonight, you might also have known how your world may be changed in just one burst of light, and what was right seems wrong.
Tomorrow we'll discover what